This is your Curia, Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. Welcome back to the Book of Hours within Lovecraft Country. Okay, so a number of things are going to be done today. Now, first of all, I have decided that we need, since we have the ability to generate a 6-point memory for winter, that we no longer have to worry about waiting till winter, which really isn't that far down the corner anyways, to fix these witch worms. As it requires 7 winter, we can produce 6, and then of course we produce 1 any way we want to. So, yeah. In that case, the first priority will be, of course, to return a Wormwood Dream back into work. I mean, I could use the Diademos, but, you know, they're a little harder to, because it's got 3 winter pretty easily, but they're a little harder to get back. So, right. So what we need, essentially, is 10 moon, including a memory. Now, we can't, I don't have a penny on me to generate a quick memory to be able to do so straight up, but one of the easiest things we can do is that we will need, since we've got a 2-point moon, soul fragment with Trist Plus here, is that we can combine that with, where is it? Pearl and Tide? No, not Pearl and Tide. It's this one. So 5, that produces 7. We need to produce another 3. One of them needs to be a memory, and we could probably use a glass of water for the other part. So if we need a 2-point moon memory, I'm not going to use my usual, which you know all know is Moon's Egg for that, but intuition, since Moon's Egg may become useful. And that intuition is produced by Hush House Lectures, ironically. So let's get that started so we can work towards getting back that memory. Now, since I'll be doing some complicated stuff here, we won't be summoning Timothy today. He can have the day off. Maybe it's Sunday. I don't know. I'm not really keeping track in here. I mean, it's not a TARDIS, doesn't go anywhere, but oh my god, this is like a universe unto itself. Hush House, I mean. And of course, since we just uncovered the sea caves, let's see what we can find in there. Okay, so sea stories is an obvious one, but do we have underground stories anywhere? I don't think so. We do have, yeah, I got a bunch of skills I need to upgrade, but yeah, we'll toss in sea stories here for now. We'll gather echoes in the endless night. So we're gonna go down in the dark with some lighting, which has been provided for us, in order to try to find things. And I have checked, by the way, this 14 is going to be pretty easy to generate to deal with the menacing phosphorus, so it's not going to be too long before we get deeper into the cave systems, truly primordial within this little mini-cosm, as it were. Now, I do want furs and feathers to be upgraded next. That has a sky essence, and known unknown tantra not only has a quick, easy lantern one to read with, does have Watchman's Paradoxes. Watchman's Paradoxes is, like most things associated with the sky or sun, the sky lantern combo. So what we'll do is we will duck ourselves into this right over here. That's going to be, like I said, pretty easy to generate. Oral gives me a quick 4, and yeah. Now I'm going to need, like, how do I put this? I'm going to need some sky related stuff in order to upgrade the skill itself. So we're just going to be using a whist and the plus and the oral contemplations at level 3, which gives me the other 4 to unlock the known unknown tantra, which is Carlos Garcia Surera, the ecstatic mystics of the Pyrenees, was known to recite this in 3 languages. Yeah, we've seen that one before. The tantras themselves are secondhand by this Spanish, probably, what's my thinking, Sufi? My guess, since he is dealing with both Tantra and Sanskrit. Master, as it were. Anyways, let's knock that over. Now, of course, we can use this. One reason I'm doing this is we can use the sun to upgrade the, you can use the sun to upgrade fur and feathers, as they have a sky in common, and since it's only level 1 to level 2, I only need that memory. Now, other things to consider. Now, we're working towards getting one of our last persistent memories, but we definitely need to get our, definitely need DRQ, there it is. We need to get get this open, Earth sign back as well. So let's do that. I'm probably going to may use it up today, I may not. It doesn't really matter so long as we can get it knocked out. Okay, so that's a lot of our maintenance right there. We now have to think about what we're going to do for a job. Well, first of all, no. Chor goes into the well. Timmy goes into the well, as it were. No, not our Timmy, but God, I'm dating myself. Lassie, which is where the reference to Timmy fell down the well. Aha. um, is from, because Timmy would inevitably fall out a well, get trapped on landslide, be kidnapped by somebody, and Lassie would have to come back to the dog, Lassie, in case you don't know, is a border collie, has to come back and immediately inform his family that Timmy has done something stupid and needs to be saved again. And that was essentially the entire plot of it. God, there was an entire novel series based on that. I remember that now. Oh, God. Some of the trauma, you realize. I mean, it's not really trauma, just the how primitive narratives were back then is the best way of putting it. Now, do we want to do any further gathering today? Well, we always want to grab wood. I'm thinking, since we've got the extra health, toss that one in. And we're going to use fur and feathers, so use some time. Leaving thorns. There we go. Oh, that doesn't work. All right, ragged crossroads. Really? Wow. 10 stories, I guess. Go ahead. Now, of course, will we need to do this? Now, the thing is, when I have a package, I'm probably going to skip beachcombing, because the package itself is level of importance. And I'll probably pick... What do I consider to be... before we do anything else, what we need to do... Let's get metal, the one I'm currently running, into income, because, again, we're falling behind. Slowly bleeding back into the red, as it were. And yeah, the other one. Let's just, take a glass of water, do a quick nap, since obviously we went too far last night again. God. I don't get, the Curia does not get benders from misbehaving, it gets benders from staying up all night working on alchemy and reading, which, is the life for a certain type. Which is, letting it all hang out for a certain type. Anyways, let's see. Yep, that's correct. The shaft is, we're at full on shaft, which is good, which means we can use other things now. Like, for example, now that we have both the skill and that out. I want to try to generate the second. In fact, Ugald, it's not the one I want. There it is, the minty green one. Alright, so we need a little more organized with this. We need space. So, lovely red lotus vase. Going to be a votatory offering to the goddess. I hope you enjoyed. It's even her colors and her resonance. There you go. Okay, keep the primordial beings happy, and they will eat you less. Anyways, so yeah, when we get that memory back, we will start probably with this one. Yep, it's a 4, so we can slip right back into the slot that we just did for the 6, as it will be the easiest book we'll have on that shelf. Oh god, so many things to do. Now, what else? Have a moment to myself. It's amazing. I don't have an emergency to deal with at the moment. So, what trouble can we get into? Because that's usually where I get into trouble. Could summon Timothy. Could juice him up, because what we need is 6 points for the malachite tincture, as it were, the sacrament. Malachite and sacrament give him 6. You get 4 from the pairs. That's 10 right off the bat. 2 from my health plus, and another 2 from your sign. Yeah, there's really no reason not to do that. I guess I was wrong. We can manage it. Alright, cool. Timothy. I'm sorry, I thought we were going to give you the day off, but that's not going to work, unfortunately. Oh, come, my acolyte. I have wonders to show you beneath the earth. We're going to need... Okay, in that case, since we have the extra stuff, we can just toss Trist into here. Or do we use that Trist? No, we'll use a shaft to open up the package. And we have sea stories already go. So... I don't really have to care, but I do. Story of my life. I care about many things. Some of them are a little crazier than others. Now, let's grab the package. Look up here from last episode. Growing shaft. Oops. Forgot, it doesn't automatically load. It goes to inventory. Let's see what we've got. It's a random grab bag. And yeah. Still going. So, that. I thought I needed Enduring Reflection. Now, the thing is, I really want to go in and find out what Enduring Reflection's tier 3 is, but the most I can generate right now is 5 from the skill I just used there. If I want to upgrade again, I'll have to pick another book. That's going to be a little study. The thing is, I've got, like, oral contemplations will not do it. Power would do it. I could use inks of power. Of course, I'm else as well, in order to be able to pair rose-based skills. And obviously I want to bring up inks of power in the future at some point. In fact, I have barely touched this. Give me a second here. Like, for example, how much of this do we actually know? Yeah, we don't know. Crap. I might just actually play with this. I need a liquid or light, and I think it will produce the orate. So we might as well get this locked in. The thing is, do this, is that we can, in fact, we can do, thinking about that, enduring reflection produces that, but we need, they're even, yeah, but is there even a, light that actually will glow? There's that stuff, but I think it's what we're producing. The best way to do this would be to... do we have any of the rose paint left? That's about the only pigment we've got going. Rose rouge, which is hilarious, but I do not think we can actually get that in. I didn't think so. I think the only place we can get that in would be, is it up here? Is it a mineral? Nope. Check. Sorry, wandering on. Yeah, there's not really a place I can use the quartz chunk. I mean, suppose I pick it up and wander around and press on things, I'll eventually find it, but not at the moment. So we'd have to get, say, 2... That's 4. We get 2 here. We get another 2 points for... We can get the appropriate memories. Then we can just throw in a light. Here, for example, throw in that. Okay. Which will produce what we need. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be this stuff again. I'm mentally thinking about doing it, but I would at least tag what we're looking for now. Which one is produces moon's egg right off the bat? I keep it. Okay, that would produce one of the 2, and now I have to remember which one is going to have the rest of the issues. Arrgh. Oh God, I don't want to leave you here constantly, wondering if how long it's going to take me to figure this stuff out. I'll be right back. So it turns out it's gossip, and gossip is right here. No, not the chase. 3 flowers. So if I can get these 2 done, I'm gonna need health, by the way, and tryst. Shaft will work. However, not there, but here will work. Okay, so that will produce that, and the last one is Fost, and that's pretty easy to find, because I can, yeah, just grab that. That will produce what we're looking for. And that is where we start. Just tie up all of our soul fragments. So, let us begin. There goes Timmy. Yeah, it's getting to the point where I can just count these off as we go. Alright, Timmy. We need to talk. Let's talk about how good I am at exercising. I'm ready to lend my limbs. Just keep your mind out of the gutter there, people. I'll bring him 2 nectar. There's the pears. We need to get the pears redone. I'm gonna make that a priority for tomorrow. Skin, coppery skin. Good grief. Coppery skin. Synthetic pears indeed. I wonder if I have to paint them green for people to eat them. Would you eat ones that are the color of metal, even though they tasted really good? Alright, so Rector plus... Where's the... Alright, the food. Right. Just bring them up to 6. Also just friendly, I like that about keep feeding them. Put that back. Anyways. Waiting for that first minute to explode. We get things done in more things done in 1 minute. The Curia gets more things done in 1 minute than most people get done all day. In many ways. Alright. We'll have use for that sometime. I believe that's packaged. Wouldn't it just wash up? Anyways. Okay, well that was a lot. First things first, let's get intuition, and of course get the intuition up here because it's memory only. Plot in this a bunch of things. Appropriate skill. Oh right, keep forgetting that's not. No, logical. Okay, so and we toss in so water. Because water is life. Life is water. And I'm not really lying at that. If you didn't have water, the most essential thing besides oxygen to survive. There you go. Woodward dream. Woodwood dream. Now I have to decide which one of these we're recharging. Bunch of possibilities. If I want to gather, we pick. Well, actually, I think Health Plus has the most application, so also in. Yeah, I'm really hoping to collect pennies. Been rather useful. Okay, and enduring. There we go. Okay, so grab this. Let's toss in what we need here. Inks go here. This goes there. Gossip goes in there. Honey parallel goes in there, and all I need now is light. And I can do that with the lantern, as I demonstrated earlier. That's correct. It is ink. It is eco-aurorial, but I will be creating it. Just, I might need that later. I think it's one of the precursors to ink. Difficult inks to get. Now, let's see what else we're doing. Okay, let's go check out the book. We just turned the page. The known unknown Tangier describes a journey to the white door of the Mansis, which of course is the second layer of the Mansis. Beyond speech exists the underworld. It describes a mantra which can be used at the right time and place to achieve that door. Yeah, I believe it's like in the base game of level 4. Entrance skill, which is exactly the minimum you require to enter the white door. Okay. So, hit it. We got stuff to put away. God, we got a lot of amberous. We should probably figure out what the hell to do with it. Can we... Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, we can use this... This altar is advantageous. We could actually produce a pretty easy... We got so much of it. Huh. Things to think about. Anyways. To me, you're at 6. Let's, check. I think Earth Signs will be next. Yeah, that'll be 8 plus the 6 for liquid will bring you at 14. My apprentice. Listen well. So many thoughts, so many ideas, so many calculations. I love this game. It challenges my mind. God, I need that. Sorry, but the world has gotten very simple. I miss my academic days, because at least, no matter how bad the situation was getting in a political stance in academia, those could be useful. At least I was never bored. There's a wood, we'll need that. Water. Ooh, phosphorus scrapings. Okay, so what are we recharging this time? Do we want to gather? Do we want else? What do we want? Hmm. Hmm. You know, we can just, gather, I guess. Also, we're going to need to produce more water rather quickly. Completely out for the most part up here. And we've just got some in reserve, which I don't... Yep, okay, so... I believe that's half full. Yep, so this is immediately going to get consumed. Don't have the ability to, at this moment, produce and more water. So let's get that started. Thinking about what we'll do with the gods. Just good. All right, we're gonna need to make more pairs. That's for sure. Huh. I'm just thinking out loud. Good refill buttons. Actually pretty good. I'll admit it. And can I get you something to drink there, sir? You'll like this stuff. It's the pure essence of oh god, what's that pop anahuasca or something like that? That's like this super popular hallucinogenic that's going around the rounds of the esoteric community now. Let's just say it's this, because it's gonna put him on a trip. He's gonna have trouble coming back from. We will of course have to replace it, but I don't see that being much of an issue. Nectar is turning out to be quite useful. Okay. Quite abundant now. Got it. I mean, once you understand metaphysical concept of life, it's overflowing. Concept is it's less hard to raise as of existence itself than it is to conduct properly. Alright, so since we've got that health plus, can we... Ooh. The light of a lantern can only reveal a space between the four shadows, which is the wood. Western Paradox, Revelation. Okay, so, what we will do... it's a problem. I don't have the right skill up and... I need one lost back up and running. So that determines which one we'll be doing next. Yep. No reason not to use the more powerful one. Probably going to be waste. Do we have a 3 pence? Yep, we do. There you go. So, health, metal. Let's see. We could probably pretty. Probably a bit of a waste, as we can do that with this, I believe. We can produce 3, 2 there, 1 with the driftwood we just got. That's 3 plus 4, 7, 2, and we use 1. And we can do that pretty easily by getting 1 nectar from a penny, if you recall. Versatility. This is why I try to learn things the natural way, because it's instinctive. Alright, let's get that knocked out. Put this in with the remains. Actually, it's been a remain heavy day. Good grief. I need to start converting some of these to something. Okay, so let's run over to here, grab some wood. Hop over to the evil altar, which is Threesa's, which is the crazy one, but apparently she seems to have gotten something right, because it's working for us. Who knows what happened to her? Being, the world it is. And... there you go. We use that. We can, of course, use the other wood if we wanted to. Okay, but yeah. Ironically, this is the one we have the least of. Oh god, I wish I could put it onto the sink, but it doesn't drop. This one doesn't drop well. See? Well, stick it up here since... No, stick it up here for now. Wait, that's full. Put it on the shelf, I guess? There you go. All of this stuff. Alright, so let's get time again, shall we? What can I do with this? If anything. Alright, I need you to go somewhere for me, Timothy. Menacing phosphorescence. The pumps have drained enough water to splash through, but everything is splattered, blotted with sickly, alien, wondrous, mesmeric light. Now, if you have seen, or sorry, read, not seen, the book Annihilation, the film is awesome, by the way. It's some of the best cosmic horror ever written in the recent time. But the book is also good if you're in a more intellectual and less visceral way. But there is a place called the Tower, which ironically is descending into the earth, not rising. And it has this fungus that infects the main character and begins changing them, which, you know, is probably a reference we're doing here, because it forms a symbiosis to eventually transform their 3 books down the third book into a completely alien being, which you should read that series. It's the it's called the Southern Reach series, Annihilation, Authority, and Acceptance. 4th one is being written now. Okay, but when I retreat, I find the same glow in my boots. Whatever I do, I should not do hastily. But he, my alkalite, shall do it for me, in my stead, in my name. Holy, holy forever, amen. Oh, I shouldn't have done that if I wanted more pennies, but it seems to be working out. So, yeah, Timothy's now in the bowels of the earth, slaving away for me. I think I'm evil. No metal. What can we do with that? Do we have anything? Okay. Yep, that is correct. It is Core Oral, which we might want to play with later with power. Usually that's a... See if we can get a tier 3 going. Oof, a bit. Someplace they could possibly put both. Ooh, but it's considered a pigment. Alright, so where can we put it in here? You can put it in there for 2 points. 2. You'd probably R. 2, 2, 3, 7, 11, 13. Too short. Do I boost it up by 2? That is the question now. Thoughts will come to me in time. Let it instead from a dream. Okay, so let's begin the thing we're actually supposed to be doing. Wait, do we have... Thinking here. That will not fit here. Fit here. Thinking. Will fit here, though. But metal will not. Problematic. One place where all of that can merge together. Do we... this one's a messed up... This one is a messed up combo. This definitely works, but I don't think this does. Does. Place. 6. Let's grab the... We need one more. One more winter. Hope we can do with any skill, practically. Any skill, practically, that has winter in it. Nope, that won't do it. Which one has winter? Winter... No stories. Will not work. We're going to find one that has winter and this. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. It has to be... Ooh, right. It has to be the appropriate skill. We might have this if there's an... Because I don't think we have a tool to turn for. Is there an enter? There isn't. Damn, I'm going to have to bring back one of the wisps to do this. Alright, not an issue. 29 seconds. 30 seconds will take care of that. Alright. Interesting. Interesting is doing it. I realize I'm whispering too much. I apologize. When I go into my head, I tend to automatically lower my volume. And I understand that can be problematic for some of you people, so I'm going to try to do this or just put some boost onto my audio. But I get contemplative and I get thinking a lot. Speaking of which, curious. I've done a lot of this already. So, yeah. We're waiting for things to do that. Excellent. dust. Alright, so first things first. At least that's not wasted. Okay. Do I have time to collect with health? I do. Do I want to use that with water? Probably. Water is low. We had nothing in reserve. Let's get it knocked out. Just enough time, I think. And if it really comes bad, we'll use the metal in order to examine an object at random. Like I said down below, if you've got suggestions about what you want me to test, by all means, let me know. Right, and we have to decide. I'm still going, isn't it? Nope. It's plus, and some water. Wisp plus and some water. There we go. Quick enough? No idea. But we're going to find out. What can I convert this to anyways? A 2 and 1 and 1 and 4 and 2. Well, you know what? Probably just make some liquid sunshine with the phosphate we have remaining here. There you go. Let's break that up again. Might be too much. And once we hit dusk, I'll use metal for examining an object. Just for funs. Hey, let's examine the damn quartz. Don't see why not. Maybe this, or maybe that, or maybe anything here. Like so much stuff, though. Alright, Timothy. Fuck. Ooh, under the sea is an octopus's garden for sure. Deep light corals with a wild few traffic. Odds. Look at this. Huh. Interesting. It's one of the upgrade ones. Okay, but deep light corals. Can we get like a... Alright. Deep light caves. When the gods from stone were swept away, the Carapace Cross who had served them were swept away too. We went over that in Hush House Lecture 3. The Xegla's kind, the Wormfota kind, the Galather Forge kind, and all those wise and mighty ones are gone. This is what the Watchmen destroyed to create humanity, by the way. Into nowhere are hiding, or us, here in the wire-warmed, in other words, lava-warmed waters, subterranean lava flow producing that. There is an entire ecosystem at the bottom of the ocean that uses the sulfur energy generated by volcanic vents to survive, and their biology is so incompatible we can't even eat each other because they use a different sized, different shaped proteins than we do, called right hand to our left hand, or is it vice versa? Away from the justice of sunlight, the legacy quietly endures. Timothy must be getting really, really insanely connected to, enlightened to all this. If the isle had a heart, we would hear it pulse. We will return. We will return. There. The pulsing darkness, the heart of the island. And I don't think there's actually anything here. Example, if you grab... Alright, so yeah, this is considered an object. So if we tap this, and any objects down here, they would glow, and they do not. Essentially, we just have the magic coral, which we'll figure out what to do with that later. Anyways, yeah. Oh boy, so many secrets we are just on the verge of finding. Now, Revelation... Yeah, okay. So, at dusk, I'll probably be looking at something. What would we want to look at? All of this. Honestly, so many things. Level 2. Restful garden chair. Sit here and listen to the trees grow or leaves fall. Preferences differ. Screw it. I'm just randomly picking you, dude. Tell me your secrets. Yes, we're gonna be doing the chair. Ah, yes. Magic pears are back. The metallic pears, synthetic pears, which very popular. Very nutritious. Gotta be from like an Atlantis-like civilization created these magic fruits. They didn't have to bother agriculture and then become so disconnected from the natural world they'll eventually destroy each other in mindless warfare. That's what I think, like, the sum total of the Atlantean thing I'm just about. It's like, the further you get away from nature, the less sustained you are. Inlaid with green stained bone. Wow. Memory touch. Okay. Made of bone? I mean, does the garden chair made of bone seem unusual to you? Just to me, to some degree. But let's go see if we can make some liquid sunshine. Alright, so we need, I think, 4, 2, 2, we need beach sand. That's the cheapest of the two. There's that sigil of the demiurge I referred to before. And liquid. Of course. Coffee. Beverage tray. Yep, it's half pot, so we can use that straight up. Pouring it out, so there we go. And yeah. Liquid sunshine on tap. There you go. So we don't waste anything. I'm not going to try to do anything with the touch one because, yeah, it's kind of silly. What is this again? Ah, whist. We're going to try to purify that book tonight. Actually, again, probably could have waited till tomorrow since it's persistent memory, but I just an impatient sort, I guess. And look at me. I'm running ragged every day and night trying to get this place into order, and I'm never having more fun. You know, find something you love. You'll never work a day in your life. And I think we actually have enough time to pull this off. Alright, so try this again. We need to find a skill that will allow us to move infestations here somewhere. Thought the insect one would be good, but yeah, infestations. Now we need to find, it would go to moth and heart. Braille, sorry. Need is something else. Bone hollow, does that fit? Yep. It's confusing the heck out of it, but let's get the book into place. And we'll just end the night by purifying one of the sacred books of the Isle. Because, yeah, I'm getting kind of religious about this. Witchword contamination. The softest penumbra of the magical's light, white, which is a power of winter and death. Invoked carefully through the white flower of the watchman's tree, drives witchworms to twitching death. Let's do some extermination of the white. We'll get the other one tomorrow. Alright, there we go. Now, while that's going on... Yeesh, we are still behind on water. Hey, I'll actually get a nap in tonight. That's awesome. Alright, so, one of the things we need to do is make... We have... water? Where is it? Bedroom. We actually have one shot in reserve, which is awesome. Alright, let's put this here. And the beverage bar has been restocked. We need more. We need to get more coffee. I think I ordered an extra one, but there it is. Dandelion coffee. We'll get to that tomorrow. In that moment of peace at night, after we've accomplished a good long set of day. I mean, we've accomplished a lot during the day. You feel like you've actually lived the day. Desiccated witchworms. Well, that's how we get them. Alright. Horrible things. I'm glad that their screams are almost inaudible, but... book must have gone back to its spot over here, and we just did it. We're going to miss off on the liquid sunshine, which means we didn't actually get a nap last night, but we will again. Don't worry about it. Where are we? In the books. There we are. We don't want to get infected again. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one, the white jade tablet, which I can't actually read. Oops, silly me. I'm going to take care of this off screen, including the witchword worms, and we will be... oh, let's make sure we know what the weather is. Okay, got it. Give me the weather. Yeah, that's going to make things interesting. I'll be right back. And we are back. Okay, so, first of all, fog. Now it's actually going to be kind of interesting because it's going to produce a decent amount of knock and moon. So, and I believe that if we look over at our fluid storage, that we're doing okay on the sacromacetite, so we don't have to do it for that. But what about our tools? Yep, we got both of our vortex manipulators, which basically means that since I can kind of replace them, we may want to consider opening up the next chapel for the Wintry Forbidden, because generating that 14 is going to be rather easy. So, let us grab Timothy again. This case will be giving him... Where is it? Well, we should probably get that fixed. Let's give him the slightest amount of whist, shall we? All right. That will take care of that. Now, we do want to increase our... at least one of our level 2 skills. So let's find a book we could use. First of all, it could be Heart, Winter... Yeah, Earth, Sky... Lantern... Rose. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we can work with. So let's see what we got. I mean, we need to generate at least another one of those Wormwood Dreams so we can get to the last book that's unafflicted. So of course, and while we're here, let's get that knocked out. All right. With cheerfully drawing up water yet again. Also, I moved the lantern books over here for now, just to make things a bit clearer. Okay, serpents and venoms. Let's see, serpents and venoms is moon and earth. We can use that for either this or... Let's see what else. Or the sand stories. Either one would do. Although I also really want to get this up to level 6 because I got an idea. So let's look for one that has moon or rose. That's not going to do it. This might. World Contemplations does not have either of those. It does. Inks of Power. But it may not be quite the one we want to sacrifice at the moment. Inks of Revelation does have moon. Does. Okay, so if the Inks of Revelation here, this is a straight up moth. And we've got 3 moth over here on fog. So there's that. We need to generate another 3 here. That's 6. And yeah, easily we can do this easily. So if we wanted to grab this book, so we can have 2 memories, let's grab it. History of Eternity, the Contraband Manual of the Inks of Revelation. The author explains in a brief foreword she is a high-ranking officer of the Agent of the Duties, and that though she supports its mission, she's concerned with the long-term consequences of its actions. All right, so let's pop over here. This is a moth desk. Grab that, throw fog in. Throw in Trist, bring it up to 6. Wait, 3? It says 3. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, this isn't moth. Oh, okay. I don't know what else we can do with that. There you go. Okay, so we can do it that way. That's 6. And we just need 4 moth and anything. All right, because 3 here. Right. Choice. I can master this. All right. We'll throw this in. Now we're going to need 2. We're going to bring up the... Let's see, where is it? Pearl and Tide. If that's the one we're going to bring up, we're going to need a total of 3 memories to be able to access it. So you're going to have at least Moon or Rose. So in order to get through that, we'll need Gossip. Of course, we just realize Gossip is... Where is it? 3 flowers, half the tree. We have Moon Egg, of course, and Salt. Because it's going to have Moon, isn't it? Make sure. Let's see. Yep, Moon. So it's going to be 3 memories. I think. Okay, so 0 for 1. Yeah, that's going to work. 3 memories. Okay, so we'll grab Salt, which is located where? Ah, this one. No, not the Chase, the Pale Lady, and the Prince of Wines. Okay, so let's get those knocked out. Herb goes here. All right. Whist goes here. Good old Husher's desk. That way. And the last one is going to be Probably frost. Alright, get frost in there. There you go. Simultaneously, we shall use a glass of water and this frost to bring ourselves back up to speed. Excellent. Grab one of the metal, throw that over here. With sweet bones for our 6 for the day. There you go. Which we'll trade for vet food the whole way. Okay. So, Timothy, we're obviously going to need one of these shap for our own purposes. And we are going to need to replace the, we're going to need to replace the Curious Hunch. So, in order to replace the Curious Hunch, we would need a penny for that. We don't have that, unfortunately. Wait a minute. 2, 2, 3. I think maybe that'll be 7 if we get left over. So let's give it a whirl. Yep, I was right. Okay. So basic math for the win. Thank you very much. Let's get the penny in place. That is what we will need. We'll need to recover. We'll use that one shap to replace the Curious Hunch. All right. Now, what else? Okay, so obviously we're going to go spelunking down in here. It's just too interesting to not do that. I don't really have the appropriate skill for it. Yeah, let's do the sea stories again. Gather up in autumn. Alright, so, also, we can grab, potentially, some wood. There you go. And leaves and thorns. Not roots and roots. I can't do either of those. Alright, path and pilgrim. There you go. Alright, so, head out that way. And, yeah, let's grab with the single twist. Tryst. Let's see what we can pull up from the ocean. In this case, we will definitely be looking into the sights and sensations. That doesn't work. Okay, stone stories. Nope. Spices and... oh, good lord. Serpent and venoms. Let's just do that. Maybe we'll find some sea snakes. There you go. Alright, so that's done. Okay, health, fat, and metal is what's left. Right, and let's get the first part started. Boom, and boom. There you go. Well, that's about right time. Okay, there you go. Get that unwrapped. Alright, so. Timothy. And memory impulse. Excellent. Okay, so. Let's go up and grab the key so we can use that for a Curious Hunch, because I love that little workaround we created. There you go. By using Rowena's dead husband slash brother. And let's try not to think too hard about what we're doing here. Okay. And impulse. There you go. Curious Hunch and engage. While we're doing that, let's get you a vortex manipulator. Yeah, it's going to take a bit to replace it, but that puts you up to 7. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm considering some things. What to do with FET? What to do with FET? I mean, this shaft is already taken for giving to Timothy. Health, we're standing by. I'm thinking we can possibly do that. We're going to need to do... see, we have 5 here, 3 here. We need another 2 points to do for our moon, which is going to be relatively easy. So, yeah, what do we have for that? Why is there evil whispers going on? Have they changed things a bit? Not quite sure I want to use that one. What's this one? Well, that would work. Alright, so if you put that in there, fog here, EX Marshal there. Need 2 points for moon. Pet, mark. Wait, marks should be up here, and they're pretty easy to replace, so yeah. Woodward Dream, pretty easy. Alright, hit it. I haven't used the we haven't used the basic altar in a while. Okay, so one last thing to think about is that we do need to replace another one of the pairs. We've got two here. One for that, one for that. That's a total of 4. All right, 5. Actually, let's grab the items. Okay, that's 1. This is 2. 3 nectar. So we do that. What we need from that point is 4 points for leaves and thorns. 7. 2, 3, 7. All right, we got the fluid too, so it shouldn't be really that much of an issue. All right, boom. There we go. Substance. All right, put this in there. That in there. That's 9. Ooh, 1 short. Or, hear me out here. Instead of that, we use that one. There you go. Get back in there. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing that happened. Boom. That'll produce the pairs that we need. And we'll hold back on the metal for a moment. Guess I need to read something. We're also going to need some water and some tea. Right, let's get the water in place. I'm not going to serve it to him outside of a pot. Come on. That would just make me a barbarian. Alright, so, pause. First things first. Oh boy. That is a lot. Let's deal with it. Alright, the copper wire needs to go directly back into storage. Down here. I like the fact that it will stack in our slots, but it will not stack in our, in reality. Oops, dandelion coffee. I do need to make another one of these, so maybe you go right to doing that. There you go. Let's make some coffee. Finally getting that. All right, so, and last but certainly not least, we put a ham in place. Need to catch another mackerel sometime soon. Okay, so the meats department's doing okay. Let's get you started, shall we? All right. Right then, the rector now has a 7. Let's give him an 8. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Okay. While that's going on. And let's get the water back in place. We're going to be using it soon anyways. That, I think, informs me that I have gone. Ooh, with the... Kind of, there goes the first minute. All right. 6 Which one do we want to regenerate? Not quite sure yet. Let's get all of them first. Now, I have to, of course, wait for me to finish the book before I can, use these. So in the meantime, let's get these back in place. Boom. All right, can we actually get this one? There you go. Good, 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 good. All right, so of all of these, the one that should be the most useful. Bit of a mixed bag here. Whist, I think. We should be able to use that one again rather easily. So, get in there. Grab me take a 6... Oh, start. Grab a 6 and be done with it. Alright. Meanwhile, I'll be waiting on that lesson. Okay. Alright, Timothy, let's get you collected. So, there you go. That puts us at 10 and 4 from the memory when we get to it. We don't have to use all my secret powerful items at once. Okay, and coffee. Excellent. Collect. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's get the coffee back on the beverage container. There you go. Sigh. You know, maintaining this place is probably having more fun maintaining this place than really anything. Oh, we should definitely check to see how we're coming across in the reading. All history is braided into a golden loop, a shiny ascent to eternity. That makes them eternal, which supposes you have eternal and history. Basically, eternal is the cyclic, the one I told you about that was recurrent time, and history is the persistent, oh god, I've forgotten what I even called it. Is the projective time, which goes forward and has an end, linear time, as opposed to non-linear time, that is eternity. I never imagined I would be afraid there might be too few truths. I could be wrong, but I'd like to at least have one door ajar. Basically, they're afraid they'll figure out every... Oh, we can get more of these, which is awesome. This would have been a lot better to know previously, because... Ooh. We have visions of the future. Recipes. Great. I'm going to go kind of nuts for this. Alright, so Fost is running. Water's good. And memory fear. Okay. Not sure what we can use that for. Alright, so yeah. Things happened. We now can pick apples. That's great, because apples are one of the things I was holding off using because I didn't know if I could produce them, and I can. Well, those are onions, actually, but the same thought. Oh, gods, I have to feed Terrence. I forgot all about that. I'm not going to complain about having too much food, but I can put these into reserve. This over here. All right. Can't fit there, can you? Sorry, let's put some things away first. First world problem. If you say I have too much food, you are definitely having a first world problem. A lot of the world is starving. There you go. Lovely little apples. We'll figure out what to do with you later. Maybe we can make that cider, because I think we got, like, cider. Yeah. Stolen apples. I think we stole some apples. Intoxicating. Quick when you bring your wine, that might wet my mind and say something clever. Good. Good on you, Aristotle. Good on you. You know, if you read Plato's works, you know Aristotle had to be drunk half the time with the shit he says. Sea glass. We gotta do something with this stuff. I mean, we can substitute for the sand for certain places. Oh boy, speaking of which, there you go. Okay, so we also can now recover one of these. What would be the best one to recover using bed? Phosphorist, metal, health. Definitely health. We can collect something. Maybe get more water. Speaking of which... hydrate. Now I have to think about what I'm going to do with that Fost. Got memory fear, but it doesn't... Hang on a second. Not this one. But... I don't think this counts as... does. This is interesting thought. That produces 2 right off the bat, so... can get some of that ink that I wanted. Alright. That's the Biscuit's not. That's not what I want for the basic. Okay, Biscuit's not. I'm not doing an egg right now, okay? I'm not hatching anything. Got enough animals down there. Path and Pilgrim. Okay, old moment. That's the same damn knot. I know you have more than that. Show it to me. Not. Oh, where's the ink one? Ask and you shall receive. Parabrates. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, so the parabrates... basically going to give you what I want. We need some of that four ink available. We also have all of these we have to test at some point to see what our basic line is. Okay, let's get the blinding ink going. All right, so that's being done. Parabrate. I believe I'm short on parabrate. Want to make sure. Houndskull and Catwink. So parabrate we are short on. Excellent. So it is going to work out the way I want it to. Which is always good when that happens. Get the time moving again. I just love having a command of time here. Yeah, everybody chill. Be with you in a moment. Get in there. Alright. So, first things first. Let's grab the pears. Alright, I'm starting to like that. This one, not so much. Alright, we'll need wisps back soon for our next thing. Now we can get the key back at least. Alright, collect. Timothy, I want to talk to you about this curious hunch I have. Because that's going to bring you to 14. I think I got a hunch that you can open up another section in the basement. Now, at this point, Timothy is completely mine. I believe I've broken him to my will, and he shall forever be my acolyte, bound in soul and duty. On the other hand, his alternative is basically to just prepare a lecture to a bunch of bored people every Sunday. So I'm at least expecting I can make his life more interesting than that. I mean, if you got to bind yourself to a power, it might as well be a more interesting one. Okay, but let's see. Hold on. I gotta check this, make sure this one's, yeah, it's charging. So this one's definitely going to be another shaft, so we can get back our, we have a penny is the question. 10 shilling note. What do we got in here? 6 Timmons, we'll work with it. We'll work with it. We'll see how much cash we have left at this point. Alright, hold just... Oh, wait, there it is! Ichor Auriel can be brewed into Incasm Terminal associated with the second history using inks of revelation techniques for the rose aspect. The author warns it's actually difficult. The techniques aren't aligned with rose. I'm hoping the door will stay ajar. Even when all doors are closed, I wish you luck. So somehow we have to use Inks Auriel, which I will remind you. Ichor Auriel, which is this stuff, isn't it? Ichor Auriel with this skill that has nothing else in it. Oh, that's going to be such a pain in the ass. How? In any case... I don't know if I did that right. Okay, so the ones I wanted to bring up again was this one, right? Oh boy. Okay, so memory salt will fit, intuition will fit, gossip will fit, and we need another memory. Alright, so it's going to have to be gap confounding parable. There it is. Okay, so yeah. But we still need the effort. Oh, right. Alright. We can do this as soon as we get the effort. 4 seconds, and the 60 beyond that point, we should be fine. And we got a penny. Good. Okay, so in 2 things we need. First thing we need is going to be Shapt. Because I want to get the Curious Hunch back up and going again. So if we do this, throw in the 3 pence, we'll have another penny when we're done here. Because we will come down here and throw this penny in. I know we're literally throwing money away at this point. But it's all for a good cause, I swear. So let's get the last cursed book. I put here, by the way. We can get the goddess's sanctuary back to her. We have Indigra and Ingrinugru. The Bobos of Spring offering the red lotus face, which seemed appropriate for the red goddess, and the goddess who changes skin. Plus, of course, the candles, all to worship her greatness. And yes, you definitely want to keep the Red Grail happy with you, so she won't eat you. Now, if I recall, which one was it? Infestations. Brain. There you go. Resurgence. Not this one. Maybe one that shows winter. What other skill? Hill and hollow will do. Grab this, then grab Wormwood Dream, then grab this one, and we'll get rid of the witchworm. Good, very good. All right, so what else we got? Right, those two are regenerating. We definitely need to find a way to put this moth book in somewhere. We can do 15, 14, 10, and actually, wow. Excellent. Now you have 14. Excellent. Only put 13. I have to put 13 in. The icy mists coil and drift. Go banish them, would you? My loyal acolyte shall pierce the veil for me. All right, so deep breath. Seconds. This one over here. Right, so celebrate. Excellent. Some authorities claim it's difficult to lose a pot of parabrite ink, but they haven't looked at hush. Yeah, you can lose a lot of things here if you're not careful. So parabrite is, you've got one right there, but we don't have a backup reserve. So there you go. That's going to use up the memory at least. Okay, so this isn't going to work, unfortunately. I just realized that. I accidentally picked up the wrong book. Oh well. We'll find a use for it, trust me. Revelation. What else can we use that for? I expect... Yeah, we can use it for Soul Invictus right here. But I don't know if we have the appropriate skills for that. We do. We do. Let's use Ascendant Harmony, which will suck. Other possibilities include... Sometimes you can miscalculate. It's an unfortunate reality. So, yeah. Or this one, actually. Oh well. Not that difficult to get Ascended Harmony back again, but we will, of course, need one of our correct memories back. Health is not it, unfortunately. Sigh. Let's get Bust up and running. Bit of a mess today. Well, everything will get used one way or another. I'm absolutely sure of it. Speaking of which, the amount of water I'm using kind of dedicates this immediately. Things never quite work out the way you expect them to. Sometimes they work out better, but a lot of times they don't. Okay, so let's get the rest of this going. That's what I thought. Alright, so what we need to do is roll over here. Horrible things. I'm glad their screams are inaudible. Alright, so we got that book back up and running, which is good. Now, go back and, ogle Rowena's boyfriend, slash brother, slash husband, slash founder. I don't want to really think about this too much. Okay, get the key. That's beautiful key. Major artifact. We're using it basically as a thinking stick. Great. No. Go here. You go there. And you... Level 4, preliminary meter. There you go. Curious hunch me, baby. That sounded wrong, and I apologize. Okay, so speaking of which, this is a base 4 book, so we can fit it. There you go. Alright then, other things to think about how we're going to rearrange these books. Plus we need to get the wormwood to some location. We've already got 2 in the remains here, so put the rest of it here. A rather crowded dispensary. That'll do. Weird, mind you, but it'll work. Maybe get this over here. Get that there. I should really check out all these shelves at some point. Oh boy. Alright, so. Right then. Guess we're waiting on... Nope, we're not going to be waiting on this. Now, what can we do with this one? Now, the thing is, we're going to be pulling off a bunch of memories. But we're going to have at least... Okay, we're going to be able to using these 2 here, which means we have these 2 that has to be used up. Both of them have an amount of Trist. So, whatever we do, more Trist would be useful. 10 shilling note, because, yeah, we need that penny. God, reading a lot. Good thing we saved up all those years. This is what your savings are for. Deep breath. Oh yeah, we've almost got this done. Here we go! First of all, that is a shit ton of Dawn books. Unfortunately, we only need, 1 Dawn. Only for this. But, yeesh! Yeah, this is definitely... the Horned Axe who opens the way and keeps the threshold is accounted as a last gods from stone. Kind of fan. Chapel Acetate. The Horned Axe says, never speak of this mystery. When the Thunderskin was mortal, he served the hours who slew my kind. I required the Thunderskin's death, so the Grail gave him up. There is always a reckoning, and nothing is truly forgiven. Again, I pointed out in Hush House Lecture 3 that God... And these type of entities don't actually have thoughts like humans do. So we're interpreting it as a form of vengeance. In reality, it's just a demand of balance. In the same way that an earthquake devastating the city... It has no malice to the city. It's just adjusting the balance of tension within the earth. The fact that hundreds of thousands of humans are affected are in fact not its problem, because it doesn't actually have a problem, because it is in fact the Owl of Spirals. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Ancient bird for an ancient place. Cat of Depths, a votive offering to the Horned Axe. That is awesome. Cats and owls. You're Lilith. Owls, cats, and serpents, because serpents are taken by the mother of ants. Every time I think I understand this, I have more. Also, we've got to figure out which one of these books we're going to keep, because I think I'm going to blow the one in the vault, because it's probably terribly interesting. Okay, tool. Soul, Omen, Pet, Tool. We have 2 tools. There are things I can do with this, and I will do with it. But yeah. This one obviously will go to the Malachite, which is probably looks like a bee's nest here, but yeah. Thank you, Timothy. I have revealed your efforts have revealed unto us the truth that exists within this place. Excuse me. Damn. Apparently me being sanctimonious causes... Apparently my system can't take me being that authentic. I mean, I'm never quite sure how much of those type of speeches are meant by the person who gives them and how much of them are manipulations that are done by them. In this world, that world, it doesn't really matter. I just feel like my cynicism has crippled me when it comes to desiring authenticity. I simply cannot believe it when I hear it or when I do it. So I'm never quite sure what exactly I mean or anyone else does. That is one of the disadvantages of anti-nihilism. Anti-nihilism, by the way, is the opposite coin of nihilism, which says nothing matters because nothing is real. Whereas I say that everything matters because we self-define. We can decide what good and bad are. And we, since I believe we are in fact eternal souls, have to live with that. That is the cost of being, the cost of having your own moral code not decided by anybody else, is that you have to live with it. And a lot of people think that it would just do the most, people do the most horrible things, but you have to live with yourself. And trauma, even when you inflict it on somebody else, you take part of that. It's part of you. It becomes defining of you, and you have to decide if that's who you want to be. I mean, I think I'll just randomly take this book and switch it out with one of the vault. Definitely think I want to know what this one is. Because this is going to be where we store the ones. Remember, I was told that you have to have at least one uncatalogued book for Oriflame to offer you one in that category. We know we have a Baronal somewhere in here. We know we have the Dawn, and we might have missed the other two categories since we've got so few actual places that could hold books here, but we will do our damnedest, people. And, you know, when we go back with the DLC sometime next year, we'll try to do a 100% on the books. Scouts on Earth will try if we get that far, but, you know, the universe has to hold together that long. Alright, so... Right. You're trying to do that so I can bring up use one of those lessons. You're coming up because I need to make something with you, but I'm not sure what. Oh, wormwood. That's what I need. And I could definitely do that pretty easily. Okay, so... Yeah, let's hit it. We really need this one anyways. Honeyed forbidding. Yeah. We know we can do 14 after we've done already. The air was thick with the scent of honey and yewberries, enough to daze the heart and mind. Yeah, gas mask required because the pheromonic... The way that the carapace cross to communicate with less verbalization, like with buzzes, than it would be with pheromones, chemical messengers. The problem is, pheromones affect multiple species, including, of course, humanity. So that means that we would drift into the honey dream and become part of the hive, which would be, you know, heaven for some people, depending on how well you like your existence defined by being part of a greater whole, in this case being the hive, or... Oh, that's a lot of pennies. Ah, we just lost the penny, unfortunately. Alright, so... Right. Okay, so what I need is I think, you, right? Yep, because you can have two memories. Put you here. Let's put... Dreams, that one. This is at 7. Boom. Well, nothing's going to be wasted because all I need is this one and Ascended Harmony. So, yeah. Speaking of which, we know exactly which one we need to recharge at this point. We need to recharge Fost Plus so we can get Ascended Harmony back. Right. I think we're doing this correctly, and I sincerely hope we are. No, we don't want an Orchard Keeper. Oh, 3 pence, good. Give us another penny back, would you? Pennies seem to be really useful. Okay, let's see if we can wind this down a little. And another 17 seconds, we'll be able to charge up one of our skills. Probably, like I said, going to be purifications and exaltations. Now we actually have books to unwrap, but we only have room for one. We have to keep this in mind. We can do the next book for free, but after that point, we can only unwrap a book if we have one that we read. So once again, we're back in that cycle. Lost. All right, so let's nail it. Okay, this goes here. That goes there. There, there. There you go. I don't think we have room to do this, the time to do this again, unfortunately. And we need to pour off another one of our... Get this done. The key has become so useful. I knew I was going to be able to do something with it in the future. I knew having 3... Oh, it's also 3 winter. I got to remember that, too. Or... So much more. Anyways, infinite possibility, infinite combinations. And Star Trek geeks among you should be able to recognize that reference. Let me know in the comments if you do, because it can be really obscure. But yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Got a lot done today. Dusk. Might be able to finish off replacing Ascended Harmony. Maybe not. Don't know. We'll definitely try. Curia's sleep schedule is pretty much fragged anyways. Also, it appears it's still autumn. Okay, probably switching to winter this time. There we go. 3 it is. Alright, and last but not least, 2.5 seconds from now. Another penny, and what we need to do, we need to go to the Hermit's Cave, our favorite place. Do our Ascended Harmony. There you go. Yeah, I don't think we'll actually get that one back before dawn, but it's at least going to be something. But yeah, we've got... Ooh, and Gossip. Whoop, 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 whoop. Can I actually save... Yes, it's Grail. I think we can save this one. Oh, one less use for the bed. There you go. Excellent. Not sure what we'll use it for, but we'll use it for something. I think we have to get... yeah, we have to get at least one fault signs back in place. Alright, so... We'll find something. There's always something useful for it. But yeah. Been a good day. Alright, I think... Yep. Wormwood Dream by meditating in front of the altar of the goddess. We dream of a crime. That's kind of freaky. And we've got somebody coming in today. Dream Gossip. Alright. Cool. God, we're gonna have these rings around our eyes. Gonna be like a reputation. In the middle of a storm. Okay, so this makes things interesting. How easy would it be? 4 for the storm, obviously. Need to make another 10. That's 3 with Chore. So that'd be a total of 7. 3 from Curious Hunch is a total of 10. Healthy makes 12 with 13. Yeah, we can probably do it if we wanted to. We could easily do it if we wanted to. Create, get Timothy to finish out the last shrine right here. So many things to do. Power of the gods compels you, Timothy. 3, 3... Yeah, I'll do the math in my head off screen. I got things to do. I'll be back. Okay, well, today is going to be a bit of an unusual day. Now, normally, I don't run one of my assistants at the same time as I do when we're receiving a guest, simply because they both use the talk verb, and having to switch between one and the other, especially when the guest may take up like several minutes, is a bit of a problem. But the storm provides me an opportunity that I simply cannot pass down. It's been a while. I do like the 2 tones here, but I think I should be keeping in the laundry in this weather. But I need to retrieve Mrs. Kille. Alright, so let's grab herb. That'll do. That will summon her. Now, we got a bunch of other things to do, as well as prepare for our guest. First thing is that I still want to increase my Pearl and Tide, so I have 6 when it comes to Rose, because Rose, I'm really lacking in a lot of points. So, I love the fact we have a Grail and a knife lamp here. And collars, great. Of course he would have a knife. He would have an edge-aligned lamp. I need the Republic of Teeth. Basically, Serpents and Venoms has a moon aspect. So does Pearl and Tide. So I can use that. I can also use the Gossip memory we just happened to retain. So I need to produce 3 more in order to get it to the lesson I need. Now, let's get these knocked out. Metal can go here, and we will need Moon's Egg. There we go. Then we can take the lower wrist I'm thinking, by the way, this idea of having 1 plus and 1 basic is actually kind of good, because then it allows me to do a lot of things, but also to collect more of the essence attributes that I might require. Now, as for the book I will need, salt will do. And last but not least, let's take our tryst, bring it up here. Natan desk, I don't know who Natan is. And the last one we'll need, since we have gossip, moon's egg. What do we got? Oh, intuition. So Hush House lectures. Haha, ironic. There you go. Those will get done. We'll add it to the FET here, bring up the skill. I'm going to hold back on the Inks of Revelation. That was a bit of a mistake, so yeah. Now, we need to replace the Vortex Manipulator that we used last time. So the quickest way to do that would be to shaft and preliminal because we can. It's also it does the same thing with Chronos Cord, but now it has a 5 rather than a 4 knock. So we add this to Curious Hunch. Boom, we have the Chronos Cord. Boom, we'll have to replace the Curious Hunch in a bit, but it's not really going to be an issue. In fact, while we've got the penny, because I did check on that, let's get the memory before, you know, the automatic functions remove that possibility, because sometimes they'll combine money for me. So when we get the preliminal meter back from the forge, we'll just turn around and do the Curious Hunch again. Now, while that's going on, let's grab... And we actually want to put this in our inventory first, so we'll snap back here when it's done. Therefore, it's not going to be a bother. Now, having to get it out of the shelves again. Heal and Hollow has 5 scale. All we do is toss in 1 basic health card. Boom. And the eccentric political track with Valentine DeWolf shall be ours. Excellent. Speaking of which, we can just take one of this right here. Yep, this here. And just, you know, go back to cataloging. It's been a while, guys. And we should take that 1 point health and definitely... Yeah, we know how much water we're going to be using. There you go. I think that's a good beginning, because these two are both committed, and the rest we can work with here. Ah, Fost. We can use that to produce income. There you go. Will help with letters and sums. Chap with Trist. Bet. Need that. Yeah, just kind of doing math here. That will go there. And can we, in fact... I'm wondering if I can get the ink done. Okay, so we have this. We have Lethe. That's rather easy for me to produce. That's a total of 6. Add this is 8. Can we produce 7 more? Inside any of our... Okay. For example, what we can do... Actually, what we really need to do is we need to put the bowls in the kitchen. Because I got 2 sets of bowls, I might as well use them. Alright, there you go. Get the bowls. Actually, hang on a second. This one again? Ah, not the right type, unfortunately. Okay, so let's get the bowls here. Now that produces 1 right off the bat. Okay. But also, we will need... When is it? Oh, forgotten which one it is. Silly me. Alright, let's get this here. Right, it's the insects that are... That produces 9 right off the bat. Now, Lethe produces 2, right? Where is it? Lethe produces 2. 11, we add the hairs, and... Marak. That's actually not that difficult. Especially since we upgraded the health there. Okay, so, let's get that knocked out. That will be our second one. Of course, that means we have to replace the Lethe, but that's easy as hell. Like, we're using the goddess statue for, as kind of a service bar, but given the nature of, the goddess being the provider of all things, having her be the provider of, you know, a magic liqueur is actually not blasphemous from my point of view. So, in any case, let's see what we got. Memory flower. Do we actually have any extra moonflower? I'm wondering about that. Let's see. We do, actually. Ooh, sea holly. Put the sea holly here, because sea hollies can be relatively easy to get. then grab a glass of water. So our first use of the glass of water is going to be down here. We offer flour and water to the goddess, and she'll give us the milk of the moth. Kind of sounds a little weird, but it works. I'm going with it. I think that's enough for now. That's so much more we need to do. There we go. Oh, screw it. I forgot. You gotta pay her. She's not our usual. There you go. Oh well. No feathers from a toad. Yeah, she's a witch, by the way. As I pointed out, as the midwife out here would be considered to be the closest equivalent. The descendant from the goddess-based cultures that existed in this era. Now we have her. Now, the thing about her, pause a moment. Not only Grail, because of her birth scenario, she has one heart, and that's important. So, what we're going to do, before we even get our guest here, let's get collaboration with her. That'll bring her to 4. That's going to be important because we can open this domain right here with 14, which is going to be relatively easy to produce with the storm and the fabric, because remember, she can use fabric. Alright, so let's grab this, whatever it is. The Byzanti inscriptions. Everett de Byzanti transcribed these as McCliff and Anatolia. Now, if you remember, the Anatolia is also where the temple, where you discover the exile from the DLC of Cultist Simulator, is in fact descended from the bloodline of the gods of stone. Where he famously survived a lightning strike. He died 7 years later to the day. His bones, legend have, were hot to the touch. This sounds a little weird, but it's actually understandable. Let's assume that he was powerful in the manner of the gods of the stone. They would have protected him from the strike as best they could, because the strike, being the sky, would be the Watchman's domain. So the Watchman tried to strike him down as being, opposed to anybody who works with the gods of stone energy, because he likes to deny that his sin, if you remember, Hush House Lecture 3 points out what exactly his sin against the gods of stone was, and tried to destroy all, history of what happened, every record of his sins, because he's really big on that. Anyways, what do we need now? Okay. Put that back in place. We're just to peruse later. Continuing. What do we got? Alright, the Ascendant Harmony. Gods. That's one of those things where I just do not sleep, apparently. In a bed next to the place, I'm not sleeping. Speaking of which, let's take our actual nap for the day. What should I use? Don't need the sky-related material. Herbs, okay. I guess we do metal. It can be used at least to get some money back. I'm doing a gathering, and I can while it's under a storm, but let's be realistic about role-playing here. Going out in the middle and collecting wood in a thunderstorm is a bad idea. Among all those trees. Ooh, it looks like there's no one left to be interested in the project, so the project is going to vanish. The story has no beginning or end. Arbitrarily, one chooses the moment of experience from which to look back or from which to look ahead. Yep, they were done with this story. A new one will come. A new one will come one day. Expense. Alright, that's been unlocked. And we'll get these knocked out. And knocked out again. Okay. First things first. What do we recover? Metal for money again? Because we are short in cash. Boss Trist. Yeah, we're gonna do anything. Let's just do this. Got it. It is winter, by the way, I just found out. Alright, sure. Now, her secret ability to make use of fabric is going to be absolutely essential. Now, chore will have to be what we bring up next. We want to try to get that replaced, but I'm not super fixated on that possibility. Speaking, by the way. Valentine suggests that rulers should be elected to govern by serpents, not by their subjects, for the serpent being cold-blooded by its nature is incorruptible. And, you know, I think Aaron Hush would actually appreciate that. You understand what I'm saying there. Anyways. Alright. Consultation. Nothing particular is afoot. Any visitors will just want to control consultation. Yvette Southey. I know that name. Playwright, philologist. Is that like the philosophy, I hope. Psychoanalyst is happy with questions and answers, and she's got one language desperately. So we'll be having a consult pretty soon. In fact, where can I put her? Ooh, I can put her in the winter bedroom. But, you know, get her out of my hair while we're doing it. Friend here. You have 6 minutes, so I don't honestly think you. I just kind of like to offer people. Yes, okay. We'll just, you know, you'll be okay. We'll deal with you in a moment. Clean up after. I mean, it's got a stone out there. You actually wash it up. I'll make you some food. You'll be fine. Can at least do a good soup. What I got on hand. Water, excellent. And Lefty, excellent. Placement there. We're currently at 10, but what I need 14. More useful than one I expect, especially here in Britain. Yeah, dorms are pretty. The weather is pretty crazy in Britain. Isles, as it were. Okay, bet we need for that. We don't need for much anything right now. Chapped we'll need as soon as forge is clear in 30 seconds. Okay, so let's get the water done. Just let's make sure we've got both of our resets going. Yep, we do. In that case, we should replace the water that we're using here. Since I think this one's full, it is. We immediately replace it. Put that here. Excellent. Actually, just keep it going for a bit. Not even noon yet. These storms throwing me off time-wise. Keep thinking it's closer to dusk than it really is. Ooh, really gonna need that second one. Alright, you can do that. Alright, everybody just chill. It's crazy. Let's take advantage of the weather while it lasts. 14, yep. My dear, I think you, Hive Queen, will get along famously. After all, she is a mother. Mother many times over. I've read in Valentine's initial proposals that the College of Electors should be subject themselves to the bites of venomous serpents, which he grades in details, preferring the least dangerous, and should allow the resulting deliria to guide them in their choice of people's representatives. I don't know. Honestly, compared to Electoral College, it seems logical. He seems concerned, however, by the particulars of ensuring equal quantities of venom in each case, and gets halfway into a proposal for using birds instead in the selection process. Yeah, Valentine is not the most stable. Well, there's the Bellin. Boom. Alright. So, I think we can pull this off. Listen. Memory. Memory. What's we got? Memory. Memory. And effort. Boom, I want... Boom. So satisfying to have come so far. I wonder if I'll actually get one to 9. Don't know it's absolutely necessary, but it is interesting. Outer cot, so put that into place. Yeah, we should put it into place immediately before we open up the last one here. Okay, so... Earth. And, yeah, we've got bunches of... This is A6. Oh, it's all kind of confused. We'll sort this out later. Meantime, just keep it together. Literally. Okay. Let's what to do at this point? We short on anything. I think we're short of lens. So you know? Think. Party lens. Alright. Maintenance, most of work, but it's honest work. Alright, you hang on. I can actually catalog another book. I've got room for it right there. So, hit it. Oh, not this one. This one up here will do, I think. Yep. Get back there. Alright, and we definitely need the key. Key. To our usual spooky thinking. Let's call it. It's almost become welcoming. Let's sit here and think a while about our mortality. Or immortality, actually. We're long. The advantages of this position is that I don't even think you age even if you weren't an immortal. Nothing seems to rot. Have you noticed that? The food's been there for like 12 years and it's fine. Here we go. Ugol, but it's not a super useful ink. Alright, Pearl and Tide, level 5. Okay. It's also we need to think about... Ooh. 2, 3, wind and waiting, and during reflection. We'll have that back soon. Oh, right, we need Earth Sign. Hit it. Thanks for that. Let's bring back Chore. Simply so produce more water. And then the cycle. Side. Not that far off. Oop, pause a moment. Part 1,000 threads. A fate supplication of the matriarch of the well, recorded in darkness by her weavers and her daughters. Well, the matriarch of the well is a spider goddess, just to let you know. Okay, it's not infectious. It's also well placed. Sometimes I get suspicious when things work out that well. But yeah, well, it's the Fate Weaver. Of course she's going to be well adjusted. Actually, are we generating anything else? Or not? Could do. I don't think we'll have time to do any serious work. But anything else, I think what we can do can winter. I mean, we can turn around and use it again for income. That's really neat. There we go. The last temple, the triple goddess, is now open. Friends. That place up here. We have 2. And plus the one we have hidden for the next person who's next librarian. Because, you know, Jesus. Yeah, I think you got that whole goddess thing going here. Wow. Take a look at how much is actually. That's a lot of storage. Malachite, hopper, honey the blood, copper the heart, youth. The earlier version of life. The ring you says never speak of this mystery. Thunderskin was mortal, he loved me first, so the grail destroyed him. Now the Thunderskin delights forever in my succulent. Always renewed. Nothing truly ends. I like it when a story has a happy ending. May the lovers be forever together. And that's gonna seriously change my House lectures. Oh god, I'm gonna have to figure out who loved who first and the whole thing now. Because that was the actual subject chosen by my supporters, was 3 mothers and a child. The gods of the Sisters of the Knot. That's gonna be interesting, for sure. In any case. What do we have remaining? I think that's about it. We're just waiting on the recovery at this point. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with all these. How many more we can use? We've got this one, we've got... Oops. Eesh. I'm almost like not wanting to take any of this. I may have used the beeswax. Yeah, all of this stuff is about bounty of the earth. This is one of Guy's symbols, the Earth Mother's symbols, is in fact honeybee, for the fact that she is the mother of all abundance in this world. There we go. First line. We're good. Almost don't want to take anything from her. It's of the three, I think it's the one I respect the most. This is the devourer, this is the protector, but this is the nurturer. Moth's gift or mine. Doesn't matter. Have it. With lesson B. Another side gig. Don't know if we can actually get the water up in time. On the other hand, we are short on the liquid, so let's cook some up. Alright, sure, and I think that'll do it. Yep. Bomb. There you go. Instead of stressing ourselves out doing water, we're just gonna do some last minute cooking for the evening and then turn in for the night. We've been stressing ourselves out something fierce. And then I think that manual labor will be us cooking for the entire village. Okay, you, right. Let's talk. Hello there, got a moment. Tutoring. Perhaps my visitor can teach me the rudiments of this elegant language, which the name is so notoriously difficult to spell in any language, including itself. Well, just hit it. European. European. Alright. You know, she's like, hello. Alright, dinner. Have some dinner and we'll talk. God, you're up there. God, this place could be a hell of an Airbnb, don't you think? I think we can put at least 4 couples in the jail in the back, as people have a certain, shall we say, aesthetic appeal to their romance. And the bomb. Get the key back in place as well. Bomb goes back into the evil crypt, or whatever the hell you want to call this thing. Evil art collection. Tacky art collection. Evil tacky art. There's some actual good art, evil art, really. Okay, so that's the day. And you actually get night. Sleep in a reasonable period. God, must be slowing down. Oh wait, we're having a long conversation. About that. That's going to open up so many more books. Ridiculous. Anyway, talk into the night. Both of us are probably immortals. I imagine after a while there you go. Alright, so yeah, we've got rain. We'll have a language soon, and I think this is the end of the episode. It's gone usual 90 minutes at this point. At least 60, but oh my god, the days get longer. Despite the fact that we're, still technically the same length, we're just doing so much more in them. I have to slow down. Anyways, this is Fantastic Worlds, you Curia, letting you know that it is now. Please, by all means, reach the exit. I hope you had a wonderful time here. If I choose to do a story time, I will append it on the end. You can tell from the time stamp down there, but I haven't decided if that's what I want to do at this point, so can't guarantee it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed your stay here at Hush House. See you again, Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Like, share, subscribe, and if you are a supporter, you should have the first episode of Baldur's Gate 1. Yeah, that's the members, not members, supporters only. Don't have members yet, technically. Supporters only series going on in our Acolyte series of Midnight Sun. Sorry. Marvel's Midnight Suns, which is the continuing voyages of Hipster Dude, is also going on for Acolytes. So, I will put that out. CUNY notes out of the way. I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.